Hey everybody, welcome back to Cookie Gaming. Today we're playing some more Disco Elysium. Now last time we finally found and talked to the deserter, the man who committed the murder we've been trying to solve for the entire game. We learned a lot about the murder, him, his motives, but the conversation took a bit of a strange turn at the end, and all of a sudden, as if out of nowhere, the Insulindian phasmid popped up. It was quite a shock in the moment. Today, I suppose we're gonna talk to the Insulindian phasmid. So, without any further ado, let's get into it. Oh
The
man.
creature stands on long stilt-like legs, antennae hanging from its head like a woman's hair, white and curled at the tips. It is no more than 5 steps away from you.
Gotta say, it is way bigger than I thought it would be, and I think that's an intentional misdirect from the game. You know, those traps that we were setting to catch this thing, they were little tiny traps. This creature is gigantic.
The segmented antennae move with apprehension, searching for something that's not there.
I'm also really curious to find out what influence this phasmid has had. What part of the story is it playing?
Reed-like tufts stick out of its joints. As the insect moves its forearms, it produces a faint hiss, like a reel-to-reel machine spinning after the tape breaks. The hiss is different from the strings you heard before. It says something else in a lower pitch.
Very interesting. I saw electrochemistry and I was like, uh-oh, but we've got a very good chance because of like the pheromone on thick. Your corpse will be marked by stars, then Lena's childhood experience. Let's listen carefully first.
Chick, 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 tss. Chick, 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 tss.
This is the Insulindian phasmid.
It is.
You glance over your shoulder. The lieutenant holds a piece of milled aluminium. He begins to pull it open extremely carefully. It's the camera.
Oh,
No, the flash will scare the creature off. Warn him now.
this is why you can never get photographs of Bigfoot. Him. Flash is loud. I won't like that.
We need a photo. No one will believe us.
Oh, Kim.
From the corner of your eye, you see a sudden cascade of motion ripple through the phasmid's limbs. A series of ultrasonic clicks fills your ear.
Stop. Let me approach it first.
I won't be one of those fools who didn't take a picture.
Well, Kim, wait a minute. You're threatening my ability to talk with this thing.
He's letting his pride get in the way.
Yeah.
You see the phasmid turn to him, its mandible antennae reaching out. Its motions are quick, sudden.
Oh, Kim, who cares what they think?
Understood. Of course.
Okay.
The spindly mechanism turns itself back to you, its antennae taking their measure of the air. Slowly.
I don't want to miss my opportunity. Let's approach.
Slowly, with your breath held, you take 2 small steps toward the phasmid. The creature lets out a series of ultrasonic clicks that swarm around your head like swallows. Like laughter, a sort of happiness. Hissing and clicking, it extends its mandible-like antennae to greet you. You're right below it now, looking up at the colossal chitin of its white limbs. The head of the creature is crowned by reeds, and its eyes are like small droplets of water.
Hello, I'm Harry. I don't really know who I am.
No reply. A total ancient silence comes from its mouth, along with what appears to be some kind of foam. The stridulations of its limbs continue all around you.
Let's look a little more closely.
You were right. Little bubbles form on the mouth parts of the creature, on its segmented lower lip. It looks to be foaming, slowly. The foam is white, then yellowish. The faintest smell like you've never felt before, like burnt roses.
Kim, it's foaming.
Careful. It may be poisonous.
The foam slowly turns a darker shade, like burnt caramel, as the insect moves its mouth parts, masticating. The little bubbles begin to burst, one by one,
What on earth is happening here?
letting out that same smell, like summer burning.
Wow. Look at that. Inland Empire did not give up on the phasmid. That's right. Well, I don't want to take the picture now. Raise my hand slowly.
The insect stops its stridulation, seeming to observe you. Below its crown of reeds, little pinprick eyes detect motion, glittering. The world stands still around you. Suddenly, there is silence.
Raise the other hand.
As you do, the invertebrate comes to life, its limbs moving independent of each other, as if each has a mind of its own. They are white, like stalks of porcelain, knitting above you, praying to you.
Oh, interesting. Don't pray to me. I'm nothing.
The reed creature does not stop its stridulations. It towers above you, parting the reeds it emerged from. Tuft-like structures still rustle on its joints.
We're not... I mean, look. Oh, I'd like the photograph, obviously. You know, I understand Kim's motivation. We've actually found the phasmid. We want evidence that this thing exists. This is the hope of every cryptozoologist, which we of course are. But I don't want to frighten it, right? I want to interact with it first. Though I do want to get that photograph. But tell me, what are you doing?
I exist.
Oh my god. It's talking. Well, I exist too.
Tell me what it's like for you.
What is it like for me? I'm not sure it's wunderbar. I'm ill. Yeah, I think my experience of living as Harry is sort of like fire burning
Fire? Where?
inside.
I do not have fire inside me. In me, there is not even blood, but lymph, like sap from a one palm.
Wow.
Now, I will tell you what it's like for me. For me, it is a series of half-lit images, a kind of darkness, being intruded upon, transient, dim, moist.
Very strange. It is very strange to even get to talk to the phasmid here. Intruded upon. By what?
Shapes of plants and animals, and internal sensations. A swarm of sounds, tiny vibrations on the inside of my forearms. All speak of complexities totally beyond my understanding. I am at the end of a narrow funnel, weightless, so light, it only feels like something to be me. In truth, perhaps I'm nothing. I certainly do not have a soul, and if I did, it would never burn.
These answers, man. You're the type of animal I would like to be. And then the fuck is happening right now? Well, I think beside it all, or despite it all, I'm glad to be me.
Few of us can begin to imagine the horror of you,
Oh,
with all of creation reflected in your forebrain. It must be like the highest of hells, a kaleidoscope of fire and writhing glass. Eternal damnation.
well, some might say that.
Even when you're sleeping, and when you wake, you carry it around on your neck. The eyes open that cannot help but swallow more behind the mirror. I feel great, mute empathy for you.
I love the carrying it around on your neck. Yeah, that's my head. My brain. It's hurting me. Well, you know, it's very disorienting at first, but I'm keeping my shit together, and I've made a concerted effort to try and keep our shit together.
That must be incredibly hard.
It is.
The arthropods are in silent and meaningless awe of you,
Oh, thanks.
so that we're watching. When you're tired, when the vision spins out of control, the insects will be looking on, rooting for you.
Oh, that's nice. I like the silent and meaningless awe. Along with, I think earlier it said mute empathy. Very interesting.
And when you fall, we will come to raise you up. Bud from you, banner-like, blossom from you and carry you apart in a sky funeral, in honor of your passing. But not me, because I'm just a leaf eater.
Oh, thanks.
In honor of your shit, Lieutenant Ifreter, which you kept together in the face of total unrelenting terror, day after day, second by second.
Well, thank you, Volition. I'm glad to hear that, because that's what I've been trying to do.
Detective
Yeah!
arriving on the scene.
Nice. Hell yeah. Wow, everyone came together for that. That makes me feel good. You know what? I am a detective.
So am I. I was born to detect sucrose rewards and semiochemicals. What were you born to detect?
The... Man, I think I was born to detect the killer.
He's in a bad state, deteriorating fast now. He thinks I am beneficial to him, but I am not. I only quicken his deterioration.
How are you related to this? Because we saw during that conversation, I mean, clearly the deserter was pretty sick, you know, not doing well. But there were several points where he was acting a little strange. We didn't know why. I think now we do. What is the interplay here? You're destroying him?
Very slowly, and only because he won't go away. It is meant to keep them from noticing me, to interfere with the pictures in their heads. But he has looked at me for too long, and I am destroying him.
Oh, interesting. Meant to keep them from noticing me. Right. So, I can't remember what we heard about the phasmid from Morel and Lena, but it's interfering. We might have heard this, but with our ability to understand or see it, right? It's using its power or whatever. And the deserter didn't seem to know there was something here, because this effect has been worked on him, but for too long. It's not good for him. So then why am I seeing you now? And Kim, why have you decided to show yourself to us? That's what I'm wondering. Is this a dream? What is happening?
No, you're awake. I am real. Light is forming me. This is real.
Okay then. Where does this come from? All of this, around us, the world.
Not even the birds know that. Not even the water lily.
I don't know about that. Then all we can do is beat our fists against it, day after day, with no answer?
You can also eat it. If it's a leaf, you can put it in your mouth. Yum yum. Or read.
You know, the phasmid is not quite what I expected. I can't tell if this is some great higher power, or if it's a cute little bug that just wants to eat leaves.
Wait, so
Oh. Well, why not? I mean, there's no contradiction here. It looks like a reed, but it's not actually a reed. But I'll ask it, so you look like a reed, and you eat reeds?
Yes, they don't mind.
Have you accidentally eaten another reed phasmid?
Yes, I once cloned myself and ate the little ones.
Jesus.
It was winter, and I woke up at the wrong time. It was an accident.
Okay. What exactly are you?
I am an unknown species of the order Phantasmodia, endemic to the Insulindia Insula. For the last 350 years, I have hidden in plain sight, masquerading as the reeds, molding, cloning myself, unfolding at night to play with trash bins and boys.
I mean, you've done a pretty good job of hiding in plain sight. There's no evidence of you, though some suspect your existence. Man, I can't wait to tell, if we get a chance to tell Lena, that, This thing is real. She was right.
No one unnoticed by the first settlers and the land surveyors of the suzerain. Also, by the soldiers of the revolution and the officials of the occupation. Even the Seminoles Islanders who came here first, but did not stay, have not seen me.
So you've been here this whole time, and yet no one noticed you. You've witnessed everything unfolding in front of you. That feels like it has some significance to it, given the sort of themes of history throughout the game. How we're living in the aftermath of these great events, how everything has led up to this moment. The deserter, somebody stuck in the past. Here is a creature that has been here this whole time, observing, but never noticed.
I have stayed hidden through 4 forms of government and 2 scientific revolutions until I was accidentally discovered by a detective of the citizen militia in Revershaw, district of Martinez, March 51.
That's quite something, but how did we discover you? What is going on here? Yeah, that's insane.
No, you are.
Oh, okay.
The moral of our encounter is I am a relatively medium life form, while it is you who are a total extreme madness. A volatile senior nerve system ominously new to the planet.
The phasmid is saying, hey man, I know you've been looking for me the whole time. You think I'm something special? I'm pretty normal. You're the weird one. And yeah, maybe you're right.
The Pale too came with you. No one remembers it before you.
What?
The Nidarians do not. The radially symmetrics do not. There is an almost unanimous agreement between the birds and the plants that you are going to destroy us all.
Wait a minute. This changes everything. The Pale. Wait a minute. The Pale is human-made?
It is a nervous shadow cast into the world by you, eating away at reality. A great, unnatural territory. Its advent coincides with the arrival of the human mind.
Oh, well, this does change things, right? So the Pale, well, coincides. I guess, correlation doesn't equal causation, but the Phasmid's basically saying that we are the cause of the Pale. It is not some natural phenomenon. It's something we have caused, which is... that's an interesting development. I'm not quite sure what to make of that. It does make you think of sort of an allegory to something like maybe a climate change. This world-ending process that we are causing in real time. Although the Pale, I'm not sure, we don't know that we cause it, if we even do. To us, it seems like something that's just happening. Oh man, so many questions still. This is fascinating. I don't have that kind of power, do I?
You're a violent and irrepressible miracle. The vacuum of cosmos and the stars burning in it are afraid of you. Give me enough time, you will wipe us all out and replace us with nothing. Just by accident.
How?
We suspect it will be something like the oxygen holocaust that wiped out anaerobic life 2.6 billion years ago, when organisms first started breathing. Only much worse.
Oh, great.
Instead of air, you exhale thoughts. There are no trees that eat thoughts.
Right. Worse how?
Everything your eyes touch goes back there, behind the nose mirror. What if you blink? Are we still here? Please don't blink. What if you misplace us all one day, or just forget?
Oh man, this is really touching on maybe something fundamental about humanity or the human experience. I mean, both the idea that we will inevitably destroy what we create, which in some ways seems to line up with reality, though total destruction hasn't happened yet. And then also the idea that, everything around us is only here because we perceive it, right? Our perception is everything. Perception is reality. Oh, man. Oh. Ha. That's funny. What do I say here? I want to say this. I've already forgotten the whole world once, when I drank too much.
So it is already happening. Soon, one of you will close your eyes and open them to see that, None of this ever existed.
Yeah. All of this is just signals firing in the brain. Without that, there is nothing. Or is there? I don't know. I don't know. Don't ask me. Yeah, let's try to ground ourselves, as we always do with Kim. Kim, am I having a violent epileptic seizure right now?
It doesn't look like that, no.
What does it look like?
You're just staring at it.
Okay, so we're communicating telepathically. Then I think I'm having a vision about the final fate of mankind.
Okay. Is it somehow related to the case?
Sort of.
I think we should take the picture, and then you should back away from the unstudied species.
Okay, look, Kim, I know I say a lot of crazy stuff, but we have an undiscovered species right in front of us. If I told you it was communicating telepathically with me, come on, you gotta believe it. It's not that crazy compared to everything else. Well, I guess I have to say bye now. I have no more thoughts. That was it.
No, there is one more.
Not the scariest. I think the kindest. Of all the creatures I've met, you're the kindest.
Thank you. I also have one more thing to say to you. That woman, turn from the ruin. Turn and go forward. Do it for the working class.
Yes, that's right. No, not only will I try, I will. I will do that.
She was middle class. It doesn't take a 3-meter stick insect to tell you that.
That's right. I mean, this is what we've been hoping to do for a while. Harry is so stuck on this moment in the past. He needs to turn and go forward, like the phasmid is saying, and I agree with that. Now, that's like do it for the working class. I imagine that's different based on what sort of path you took. That's funny. I hope I don't offend you, phasmid, but I really want this photograph. Okay, Kim, take the picture.
Okay.
There is no change in the insect's motion while it's being aimed by the camera. It remains fixated on you.
In 3. If it moves, you jump back. I'll shoot. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
The shrill flash of the camera cuts
Wow.
the air like the blade of a sword. The phasmid freezes in its bright light,
Holy.
head turned toward the lieutenant. Hypnotized by the flash, it stands frozen before you.
I mean, that is quite a photograph. Look at us there, reaching out to the phasmid. God.
I got it.
You hear the lieutenant whisper as the creature's shape develops onto photo paper in his hand. A polychrome ghost of white shrieks against the reeds and the sky, and you as a shadow before it.
For all time.
I'm gonna pet it.
The limb before you is incredibly light, like eggshell. It's much lighter than a reed. You feel a soft push could tip the creature over. Its hollow exoskeleton collapsing.
That's probably why it has to hide itself all the time.
Warning!
Warning, pull away.
A sudden shiver passes the limb. Looks like the creature is awakening, wave by wave from its stupor.
Alright, let's back off.
Don't say it. Are you sure? This may be the only chance you get to touch it.
I did already touched it, alright? We got it.
Another shudder pulses through the creature's limbs. It jolts back to life, like a record continuing where it left off, in a swaying, praying motion. Even the small black pearls of its eyes do not stray from you.
Alright, well, I guess it's time to disengage.
As you're turning away, the phasmid mirrors your movements, stepping on the water, the long limbs carrying its feather weight without breaking its surface.
Wow. Jesus Christ. It's giant. It's a little scary when you look at it like that. But mostly
And
kind.
just like that, It's gone, skating away across the sea's calm mirror like a skipping stone, leaving nothing but circles on the water. And something under it, in the
Oh.
place it stood, bobbing there, among the reeds, a collection of items.
Okay, what have you left here for us?
It's gone.
I can't believe that just happened. It can walk on water.
Apparently, yes. Like a water strider. Only, I've never seen anything like that in my life.
I mean, pretty incredible. Even if you didn't have the, vision or communication that I had, just seeing it, pretty incredible. What's that in the reeds?
Looks like a nest of some sort. We should have a look.
What now?
What now?
Yeah, what are you up to, deserter?
In some kind of strange, semi-catatonic state.
Our suspect is not looking so good. We need to check on him.
Right. Yeah, he is really not looking good. I do want to see what we have here first. Oh, wow. Oh, this is very interesting. Huh. So, what the hell? What the hell? We got the helmet to the armor. This monstrous-looking bug-eyed ceramic helmet was in the phasmid's nest. Saw some reeds sticking out of it, smells of seawater, but is otherwise wearable. Putting it on feels scary somehow. Yeah, I prefer my... Well, we'll see if there's any thoughts. Oh, very interesting. And then also, rifle. Huh. This is very interesting. What about this? Ah. Oh, Classier. You thought you could get away, huh? Would you look at that? Classier's passport. This well-traveled passport, with visas stamped in it, is issued by the Republic of Orania. Found it in the phasmid's nest on the island. Let's take a look.
This passport, issued by the Sovereign Republic of Oranje, is issued to a black-haired woman called Katarzyna Alazie.
Now, I don't remember the name she told us was her real name. Was it that? I'm not sure.
Classia's hidden documents. From the MT boy.
Well, well, well. I wonder if we can talk to him about the helmet and the gun. 'Cause I'm really not sure what to make of either of those. But let's look at the photo.
It's Claudia, with short black hair and glasses. She looks boyish, younger somehow.
What was this doing in the phasmid's nest?
Maybe our man, Mr. Dross, took it from Classia's, or whatever her name was. Hiding place, or...
I think the phasmid took it.
Like a magpie? What a coincidence. Then it would also have collected the other objects, which would be highly unusual.
I agree, it's highly unusual.
I can see how the helmet could wash up on the island. And the scope. Maybe Mr. Dross lost it. But to seek this out would be very unusual behavior for an arthropod.
This was a pretty unusual anthropod, Kim. It says Katarzyna Alazie, however it was pronounced.
She said it would be for
Ah.
Anouk Meyer-Smith.
Uh-huh.
Anouk Meyer-Smith.
I know she didn't give us the real name. Why would she?
Katarzyna Alazie was supposed to be her real name, where Claudia comes from.
Okay.
Remember? God damn it.
I don't remember. She gave us a bunch of different information. How am I supposed to remember what her real name is?
I told you she kept lying to you. She's probably lying to someone else right now, in another city.
Well, she's always lying, but, I hope she's doing alright. That was supposed to be her real name. She lied to us. Again.
Yes, somehow she managed to lie to us. One more time. In a way, she's still lying to us right now.
And that's what she does. What's her real name, then?
I don't know. But it's not Katarzyna Alazie, or Classier, or Anouk Meyer-Smith. We didn't even scratch the surface with her, detective.
We really didn't. That was, I mean, look, to be fair, I was pretty suspicious I always felt like she was lying to us, but with Klasia, you'd break away a layer, and you'd be like, okay, now we've got to the truth of it. But then that was just another layer of lies. And it seems like there was really endless layers before you get to the truth at the center, if there is any truth at the center.
Perhaps it's better that we didn't arrest her. Who knows what hell she'd be raising in my district by now.
Yeah, who knows? Who knows? Okay. Very curious. Well, I guess we'll talk to the deserter again. He doesn't seem to be doing so well. Ross?
What is it? What do you want from me? I can't go.
Something is very wrong with him now.
Yeah. Sir, how could you not see the phasmid?
See.
Uh-oh.
Mr. Dross?
The man does not respond. He keeps staring, black eyes glazed
Uh-oh.
over and bulging from their sockets. His gap-toothed mouth shaking.
He's going fully catatonic. Let's touch his shoulder.
The plastic cape feels coarse. A light shiver passes the man. Other than that, no reaction. He feels small and frail.
He's gone at this point.
He's going into some kind of psychomotor immobility. The good news is, this solves our transportation problem, doesn't it, Mr. Dross?
The trembling mouth appears to sigh.
Between this and the broken tire he's used for a boat, I think it's safe to leave him here, while we go and get help. It will need to be medical first, I'm afraid.
Yeah. What happened to this man?
Old age and shock.
That might be part of it, but I think part of it's the phasmid.
Yes, the arrest and the appearance of the phasmid, the combined stress. But you think it's something more than that, don't you?
Now, you know me so well, Kim.
There's much more. Remember what it said when it spoke.
He couldn't see it, Kim. It's just the reeds for him.
That could be part of the shock. But you're right, something is off here. Mr. Dross,
No response.
Maybe this is how the phasmid has stayed hidden all these years?
then how did we see it? Oh, you mean, whatever does this, does it over time? Teenagers, kids, drunks, sightings are brief, and hence not credible. But anyone who spends a long time with it.
Yeah, you forget it's there.
Mr. Dross, have you ever seen a stick insect pretending to be the reeds? The doctors will have to look at this. I hope your station has better medical personnel than 57. This is a little advanced for a nurse.
I don't know if we do, Kim. Their skill point, by the way. This is very interesting. Well, Lena saw it very briefly, but she remembers. Or, well, she doesn't really. I mean, the thing was, she confessed to us that she wasn't really sure if it's something that actually happened, or if it was just a story she made up and had been telling to herself for decades. But it's real. I mean, I'm not sure about this, but could it be there's something hormonal in his relationship to the phasmid?
You mean pheromonal?
He seemed a little off for a man his age. Randy.
Disco, knowing of her bruises, his disposition toward Miss Orania? I see what you mean.
That didn't surprise me that much about him. I talked to the phasmid. It said it's destroying him.
You should be more careful, detective. Are you sure it wasn't having an effect on you?
Well, maybe. Anyway, it's only trying to remain unseen. Degradation's a side effect.
A valid hunch. Long-term exposure to something like that could be neurodegenerative. Also, please be careful when approaching unknown species in the future, detective.
I will, Kim. I will. But, I mean, look. You've got a unknown species right in front of you. How am I not going to approach it? A real-life cryptid! I had to talk to it, even though it was a little scary at first. He's been here for a long time. Who knows how much of it in its company?
He did seem distressed when it finally came to arresting him. Like he didn't want to leave this place. And the insect, maybe.
He's just been hanging out for the phasmid for For how long? Years? Decades? Of course, he doesn't remember that, or, whatever, his mind's fogged, but has he really been here all this time with the phasmid?
I have absolutely forgotten to take notes. I hope I remember all of this. This will be one hell of a report. Thank God we have the photo.
Yeah.
No one would believe you without it.
Yeah, no, that's why, look, at the beginning, when Kim was going to scare it away, I was like, look, you take that photo now, we're not going to be able to talk to it. That's the most important thing. But after that, I agree, we got to get a photograph because no one's going to believe this. Well, we got one. We found some things in the phasmid's nest, Mr. Dross.
He stares into the reeds. Your words don't stir anything in him. Perhaps you should.
I guess we'll see if it has any impact. We'll show him the helmet.
Nothing. Just dull staring. Not even rage left, wherever he is.
If Kuno kicked it into the sea, as he said he did, the ebb would put it back here. This makes sense. Mr. Dross could have picked it up. Or the phasmid even. If it did, this is incredible.
Could be that. I think the phasmid has something to do with it. But yeah, maybe Kuno really did kick it into the sea. Let's show him the passport.
No reaction. His breathing is slow, and he appears very old all of a sudden. Around 80.
Did you take this passport and other papers from a boy on the coast?
The spirits.
He hears us. The spirit?
Like the phasmid?
No reply. He's gone again.
Try something else? We got him back for a moment.
Now let's show him the scope.
I lost.
You lost it, Mr. Dross?
He turns his eyes to the reeds again, as he's done so many times. Beige and white stripes.
I think he might have lost his buddy over there.
He lost the scope. Then it somehow made its way over there. With the help of a magpie phasmid?
That's plausible.
This sight is a T9, Mr. Dross. Was it attached to the rifle when you made the shot?
Silence. Not even a sigh. You've gotten all you will out of this poor being.
Alright, well, we're gonna let you rest now.
The plastic cape flaps around his face in a gust of wind. His back is slouched and his mouth open.
Yeah, there's not much left there. It's crazy because... look, there were a couple of weird moments in the conversation, but he was still extremely present that whole time. Now it's instant deterioration. So I'm sort of wondering, the phasmid says that his deterioration is because of the effect it was having on him. But, could it also be the case that in some sense it was keeping it at bay with its presence? And now that it's gone, or maybe once it revealed itself, all of that sort of came to the surface. I don't know. Because, like I said, throughout that whole conversation, he was pretty lucid. He was still all there, apart from a couple of moments. And now he's basically all gone.
The blacks of his eyes are receding. His pupils are returning to normal.
Hang tight.
We should think about getting back to the mainland. To get help. He'll be safe here. If we don't take too long.
Okay. I'm not sure I'm super comfortable in leaving him here. Wow, it's called the return, huh? Subtle. I don't love leaving him here, but if that's what we have to do. See if Kim has any commentary.
Yes?
Nothing new. But it's always like to check in with my boy. Yours smells sweet and scary. Yeah. Alright. Well, I guess we're going back. Yeah. That was really something, I have to say. Really something. Oh, man. Phasmid. I can't believe it all wrapped up. The case with the phasmid. Now, I'm not sure how much of an impact the phasmid had on the case. Seems to be maybe not much, actually.
ICM? This feels familiar somehow.
Oh. Yeah, that's what Dross told us about. Maybe I was supposed to get this earlier. Kim, what's the ICM?
Insulindian Citizens Militia. It's the official name of the Communards Army.
Yeah.
The black and white army of the revolution.
Yeah, we talked to the deserter about this.
Sounds an awful lot
Like the RCM.
It does.
Why?
The RCM may descend from the ICM.
May?
It's impossible to say. It was chaos after the war. The name was good for getting people to join us. Revachol West was mostly workers and criminals.
Huh. That'd be, I mean, we sort of covered this in the conversation, but the RCM may descend from the ICM. In some ways, that makes that conversation with the deserter even more interesting in that, you know, we're very different in some ways, but also very similar, right?
Nice political thoughts rush through your neocortex. It's going to be hard to say them. Carrying around all that weight on a busted crutch is making you pant.
What I'm hearing is we descend from the glorious Revolutionary Army.
There were all sorts of groups and groupuscules back then. It doesn't really matter.
A white star.
No, an upside-down star.
With its horns in the sky, the symbol of the commune.
Are those speck stars too?
No, that's the uninhabited archipelago.
A DeLorean-era symbol of Insulinda, known as the face in the sea.
Looks old. What's it still doing here?
After 44 years? That's not nearly enough to hide what happened here, Lieutenant Yefreitor.
To hide what happened here.
One of these barrels was still leaking fuel, as you saw. The city is full of things like this. Old bullets, guns, fuel.
Alright. Interesting. Might be something else we missed earlier. Broken stairs. Alrighty. Well, I guess we're heading back now. Here we gotta go down the stairs here.
The skiff is swaying on the waves by the dock.
Let's return to the mainland. Are we gonna play Sad FM again?
Let's. We are done here.
The skiff rocks gently under your weight as you get in. The ride back is uneventful and quiet. But for the sound of conversation on the water, there is someone inland waiting for you.
No Sad FM.
2 men and a woman stand on the concrete square of a nameless village, looking at a small yellow boat as it draws closer.
Uh-oh.
The sea is calm.
Well, I think we knew they were waiting for us. I didn't know it was gonna come to fruition this early.
You reach the jetty and climb out of the skiff.
Let's see what's about to happen. Oh my. This could be interesting. Hey everybody, just a casual approach.
Look what the tide brought in.
There's Jean. And, Judith.
I want to call you a teapot, but I'm honestly kind of impressed. No idea where you got all that gear, but there's no doubt in my mind that some bad people are looking for it.
Dude, the music.
Also, you look like a fucking idiot.
Okay, lay off.
Whatever this is, it is completely unimportant compared to what you've just seen.
Well, sure. The armor? No one else seems bothered by it.
Oh, really? They don't seem bothered by it? That's because you're a cop in an exoskeleton.
Yeah, I'm a cop in a goddamn exoskeleton.
Actually, are you? Are you still a cop? There's so much disco going on, it's hard to tell.
What is going on here? What is this confrontation?
Vic, calm down.
Okay, forget all about it. There's a giant...
We're not forgetting about anything.
Uh-oh.
Look at you.
Uh-oh. This is not the question I want to ask. Come on, we know who they are. Harry, I know you've lost all your memory, but put 2 and 2 together. This is going to enrage Jean, I'm sure. Who are you people?
Hello, I'm Trent Heilerstein. I believe we've met on several occasions.
Yeah, I know you, Trant. You freaking... Okay, well, to be fair, none of you were really honest with me when we talked, but you especially.
I'm your goddamn partner, Jean Vicomar, and this is your special task force. Or what's left of it.
Okay.
Special Consultant Trent Heidelstam, Battle Officer Judith Minot.
Hi.
Hi, Judith.
We've come to scrape what's left of you off the pavement.
Okay, you know what? There's more left of me than you might think.
Lieutenant Kim Kitsuragi, Prison 57. We've just come from the island, where our investigation led us.
Yeah, Kim, can you lend me some legitimacy in the moment?
The scene is making even him feel as though he has to justify your actions.
Okay, good. He should. We need his help.
We might need your help with something later.
As if he recalled that he's in fact a decorated police lieutenant and not a naughty boy.
That's right. I think we need to remember that. We're W freighter or whatever. We need to, we also have been a pretty naughty boy, so...
But this is clearly a departmental matter, so I'm going to leave you to discuss it among yourselves.
Thanks, Kim. I think he's too professional. Well, just, thanks.
It's good to meet you, Lieutenant Kitsuhagi.
Letting the lieutenant know he shouldn't feel embarrassed over the shitstorm that's about to befall you.
No, what is gonna happen? Guys, oh no. What is this about?
Ari, we want to help you. Trant, I believe this is where you come in?
Is this an intervention?
This is the horse-faced woman. I don't know why you named her that, but it was beyond idiotic. You should never address her using those words again.
I don't quite know what I'm doing here. I was asked to participate as an expert. I think I need to manage your expectations a little. I'm at best an enthusiast in cognitive science. My background is in something else entirely. I engage in neurology on a merely theoretical level. In fact, I should probably get going.
Don't run away.
No, Trant, it's too late. You're part of this shit now. What have you got to say for yourself, shit kid?
I have a lot of things to say. Can I defend myself?
What does he have to say for himself? He left you to catch the bullets.
Yeah, that's right. I got goddamn shot.
Shit, kid. What an interesting moniker.
Oh, very interesting. Very interesting. Oh, God. How'd you know I was here?
The cafeteria manager you fucked over told us where you went.
I didn't... I saved this goddamn establishment.
Strange. He didn't mention that. In fact, the establishment didn't look saved at all. There was a giant aerograffito in front of the building. It was on fire.
Yeah, I lit it on fire. It was a poetic gesture.
I knew it. Didn't I tell you, Trant? I told you it was our shit, kid.
The line is from Lu Jiatun's Mirova 82, isn't it? About girl-child communism, the titular returning character to ghostly apparition of... Good choice, Harry.
Thanks. I mean, I didn't choose it.
Don't encourage him, Trant.
Okay.
What's a shit kid?
You. Shit, kid. That's you.
Despite all that you've done, the deserter, the phasmid, the case,
Bro, I'm gonna say despite all that I've done. You'll say... I'll say it, but despite all I've done, he's gonna say, because of all you've done.
No. Because of all that you've done.
I knew it. I knew it. You aren't the man with sunglasses at all. You're not even blonde.
Guilty as charged. I heard you'd lost your mind and your memory. I wanted to see if it was true.
Just memory. The mind is still here.
And it was. Good work, Harry. You're insane now. There's one less person for me and everyone else to rely on.
Come on.
he was too sarcastic for you to realize who he was.
Interesting. Actually, I suspected something was off.
Did you? Or did you literally not recognize my face?
Uh,
We've been partners for how long, Harry? Don't answer that. You don't remember.
Okay, look, I have lost my memories, but, you know, the mind is still here, other things are still here.
He's right. Don't start guessing. Now's not a good time.
This is not great. But we just solved the case. Can I tell them that? You. I'm sorry, I didn't recognize you before.
It's okay. I didn't come here to gloat or to fool you. Neither did he, actually.
Oh, really?
We're just worried.
That's right. Worried. I'm always worried about you. Every time you don't show up to work, or when you do, but stink.
Okay, I understand that I have a bad track record. Now, I can't really remember it, but I haven't been doing great lately. Though I've got a good career behind me. Anyway, well, that's been turned around, okay? I lost my memory, a new start. We're doing well now. Well, somewhat well.
You're a worry fest. She's worried about you. I'm worried about you. Even Special Consultant Backpedal is worried about you. Everyone worries instead of working.
Special Consultant Backpedal. Ooh, damn, he got you, Trant.
He's got a very, very solid case there. Actually, I've been trying to find a good moment to tell you.
You know, you're really not helping. You're worried too?
Yes, you often sound like a brutal idiot.
I know that. So, Trant Heidelstamm turns out to be Special Consultant Trant Heidelstamm.
Yes, I'm Trant Heidelstamm. I never said I wasn't Trant Heidelstamm.
So what are you special consulting here?
What indeed? I was asked to share my take on some of the more obscure theories developed in Königstein in the 30s, like partial psychotraumatic amnesia, group personality theory.
He's here to see if you're insane. He's smart. Let's move on.
Man, duped again. No one's who they say they are.
Duped? Hey, here's a brilliant idea. Don't be a morbid drunk and you won't be duped so easily.
Gardner, scab leader, this, turned to Kim. Tell me at least you're who you said you were.
Yes, I'm still Kim Kisoragi, still a lieutenant from Precinct 57.
Still caught up in this crossfire, too.
Kim, step up and help me, man. I'm drowning. You mentioned a task force? My task force?
Yeah, Major Crimes Unit, under Lieutenant Dubois and Vicomar. Ring any bells?
Refresh my memory. Who else is in this?
Refresh your memory? It's a goddamn Major Crimes Unit. There's you, me, Jude, Trant fucking Heidelstamm, and Guillaume Baby.
I'm technically just a civilian advisor.
Yeah, right, Mr. Backpedal.
Oh, fuck you. You're part of this shit show.
So, who's Guillaume Bevy?
Oh, that's an interesting story, actually. Guillaume Bevy is a police reporter who joined our team. He was really good. Then he left because he lost faith in your ability to lead the unit.
Okay, not great, I admit that.
Other people have left too. Good, smart people. People we won't get back. Only me and this really patient patrol officer are still here. And Trant because I'm forcing him to stay.
Okay, I fucked things up. I get it. I really get it.
Is this Guillaume Bevy blonde and partial to sunglasses?
Ah, is he blonde with sunglasses like you were?
See? There. He's getting it. I was impersonating him. Look at me, I'm G-Bevy. It was going to be funny, but then you really did have brain damage. So not so much anymore.
Man, this is like the end of a road that we just haven't seen. Like, this is the buildup of our mistakes and bad behavior over seemingly years, and now we're at this point where I think they're deciding maybe what to do with us. And we're having to advocate for ourselves with a little more than a week of being Harry. Try to convince them that, no, we're good now.
He sincerely thought it was going to be amusing.
Right.
For both of you.
So Jean didn't quite understand the extent of what was going on, how bad things had gotten. I mean, for them, like I said, this is the end of a road, which has been terrible for a while, and then we lost our memory. That's about the worst outcome. Okay, so what does the unit do?
Do? It's a Major Crimes Unit. We clear the desk of cases so Precinct 41 doesn't look like the worst station in town. We are shit tier now, Harry. Because of you.
They're your posse. Or what remains of it. Hand-picked. Hand-lost.
Right.
The 41st isn't...
Hims, please help me. Where have you been all this time? There was a mercenary tribunal.
God damn it, Harry. You told us to fuck off. You said we're cramping your style.
Ooh.
Your detective god. Fuck everything. All we burn. Detect or die.
Okay. I'm not like that anymore? Yeah. Wait, so you let me face a squad of trained killers alone just to teach me a lesson?
It wasn't like that.
Fuck you, Harry. We didn't know there was gonna be a tribunal, did we?
Okay, look, I want to say goofy shit, but also, I'm a little worried about myself here. So I think I should try and defend myself a bit. Look, I'm not like that anymore.
Yes, you're sorry. You're the sorriest cop who ever lived.
Uh-oh.
Nothing has changed, Harry. I've heard this repentant shit a million times over.
Oh, no. God damn it. Harry! None of this is ringing any bells.
The bells aren't ringing because you have brain damage.
Yeah.
Trant, this is where you come in. How bad is it?
Well, he doesn't have visible tremors, he talks without slurring, he can drive a boat, he's standing, reasoning. All good signs, but complete retrograde amnesia, episodic and semantic.
Meaning, you forgot both who you are and the definitions of money, Isola, pal, and so on.
Yeah, we did.
As displayed in a station call, our interactions with him, and I don't want to be a snitch, but also mine with him before when Harry did not seem to know who I was. It's all very interesting.
Yeah, interesting's a word for it.
Interesting?
Yes, interesting. I have my theories, but I would like to hear Harry's thoughts first. Harry, what do you think happened to you? Neurologically, psychologically, and why not socioeconomically?
Wait, what? What? Socioeconomically? You think I'm so poor I lost my memory?
Not when you phrase it like that. But I don't think critical theory. I know everyone thinks this is far-fetched pink academia, but still, I don't think it should be off the table here.
Well, don't worry, Trant. I've been doing some reading lately about the Mazovian theory, so I think I can bring that in.
What? He lost his memory because of capitalism?
No, not like that. I'm not talking for Hedefort's school here. But Harry, I asked you, what do you think happened?
Oh, man. You know, that's so funny, but I think it might have something to do with an anomaly in the church, a 2mm hole in the world.
Corresponding to the 20-centimeter hole in your brain. Sure. This theory has great symmetry. I see how it folds into itself neatly.
Look, I'm not crazy.
Precisely, Satellite Officer Vicmere. It's Martinez.
Look, take this seriously. I suspect there might be something wrong with Martinez.
This sounds odd, but I was there.
Yes!
The church on the coast was shaking from an audiospatial anomaly. It may have been anthroponetic or perhaps related to radio waves. Either way, it was real. I've even put it in my report. You should read it. I do not, however, think it has anything to do with him drinking himself to the point of brain damage.
Him.
Thank you, Lieutenant Kitsuragi. Just to clarify, I do not think Isolari anthroponetics are a hoax. Pale produces global phenomena. It's proven. However, what has not been proven is total memory loss after drinking too much Komodo Red. Honestly, I think he's just lying to us.
What? No, I really have lost my memory.
But Detective Vicmare, he has blanked out before.
What? I have?
Yes, a couple of times. After some of the more serious benders. One was after the two drunks case, the other when we looked into that mural.
The two cases in your ledger. The unsolvable case and the Next World mural. Those were recent. Those cases were hard on you.
Interesting. So at first he dipped his toes into it, prepared. That's where he would have gotten the idea, yes. Practice. And then he used alcohol to get there, so to speak.
What do you mean?
Well, here's my theory. What if this is an absolutely normal reaction to the world we're living in? What if this is not a significant anomaly at all? Something to be explained, approached as a defect? Look at the sensory input here.
Trant, this is some crazy stuff.
Look at the ruins, the neon. Listen to the radio, the multitudes, the people. Live here for 40 years. As a police detective, he's like a magnetic reader on the world tape, to borrow a known metaphor. Harry's been pushed flat against it. Total input. Hardwired to the free market. He just needed for it to end.
You're saying my life was so shit. I've been going through it for years that I caused this to happen? Maybe losing my memory was the fresh start I needed?
Okay, Trent, thank you. That's absolutely meaningless. I'm glad we brought you. Will he or will he not be able to work in the major crimes unit? Is he a cretin now?
No.
I want to know that.
I'm not a cretin, man.
He's not a cretin, and he is able to do work. If not in his previous leadership role, then as a line detective.
Ooh. No, I wanna keep doing my job. Ooh. What should I say here? Should I push? I don't know. Am I ready to lead again, or should I go for line detective? I'm ready to lead.
No one even mentioned that. I misphrased my question. It should have been, is he able to put his clothes on and use the body? Or do we need to get him on a disability pension?
They can keep that pension. You're rock solid. You can put your clothes on hard.
What now?
Now nothing. Now we're just going to stand here.
Really?
No. Now we discuss that. What the fuck did you do to a motor carriage? Why is it there, Harry?
Oh, man. You know... Oh, man. I don't think lying's gonna help here, to be honest. I think I should just be honest. Yeah, I drunk drove it into the ocean.
Ah, so refreshing. He just admits it. Thank you for your honesty. Thank you for destroying 45,000 real of police property that's coming out of everyone's payslip.
That's a lot of money.
It doesn't matter. Your badge, Harry. Show me your badge.
Here you go.
In a rush to demonstrate your badge, your eager fingers can't sustain a grip on the smooth plastic, and the badge slips out of your hand.
God damn it. Is it worth it? And why not? Oh, man. Oh, goodness. What a
You
joke.
juggle the badge for a second, unsuccessfully, and it lands on the ground, some 2 meters away.
Well, who cares if I can hold it? I've still got the thing.
Ouch!
Ow.
You strained your elbow trying to catch that stupid thing. Damn it.
Fuck.
He found it. He found it, Jean. It's his badge.
And your gun?
I've got that too.
As if having your badge and gun are natural states, not achievements.
I love that. That's so. 2 things. 1, I love I get upgraded to a rifle. No, don't do that. And then, as if having your badge gun are natural states, not achievements. Turns out they are natural states. It shouldn't be a grand achievement to have reacquired my badge and gun. My gun's right here.
He has it. And he didn't drop it. You're drunk like a bum, Harry. Put that thing away before you kill someone.
I am not drunk. I haven't started drinking again.
So you forgot to drink? I don't buy it. Why do you smell like a corpse then?
Probably because I've been dealing with actual corpses.
He's wounded. It's been a long week, and he's handled an actual corpse.
I've handled an actual corpse.
I don't believe you. You're drunk. You let a suspect escape, a certain classier, because you were too drunk to assess a flight risk.
That's not why I let her escape.
We've read the reports, Harry. Lieutenant Kitsuragis. We know.
I can't say that. I need to say the thing that looks best right now. Look, not taking her in was the right thing to do. She gave a vital clue that led us to the islands.
Oh well, if she was nice. I'm not even gonna get into the other suspect, who also escaped. Yeah, Ruby something.
I saved her damn life.
Or the fact that you very likely sold your gun for booze. That's peanuts. That's nothing. That's a humorous anecdote. Compared to the 6 people who were gunned down.
Oh.
The streets are literally red with blood, Harry. It was fucking mass murder.
Okay, look, it didn't go great, but I swear to God it would have gone worse if we weren't here.
He did everything he could.
Yeah!
We did everything we could. The company hired and vetted mercenaries. Lieutenant Dubois got between them and the locals.
Please help me, Kim.
Here comes the cavalry.
He did so at considerable risk to his own life. He was shot and survived only because of his armor. We stopped an execution, not a negotiation. The loss of life was minimal compared to what it could have been.
That's right. That armor you were laughing at, that saved my damn life. Oh, yeah. I also solved the case, by the way. It's solved.
Detective, it's better if I do that.
Oh.
It's so much better if he does this. 1,000,000 times better.
Thank you for the input, Lieutenant Kitsuragi. I didn't mean to suggest you didn't handle the situation.
Well, me and Kim, we work as a pair, okay? So if you're insulting my detective work, you're insulting his.
He thinks of apologizing, but decides against it.
You've spent the week with him on this case. What is your take?
Uh-oh.
On the case?
Oh, on me.
On Lieutenant Yofretor Dubois.
Uh-oh.
Well, the drinking, the gun losing, also losing the badge. That's all true. Although he has not been drinking on the job this week.
No drinking.
See?
1 week.
Oh, 1 week turns into 2, turns into 3? Come on now.
Then there's the self-flagellation issue. He likes to apologize profusely, making it sound like he's guilty of at least first-degree murder.
Okay.
It's not a good communication strategy for an officer.
Kim.
It's worrying,
Oh.
especially considering his political views. Detective Dubois is, as you may know, a Mazovian socio-economist.
Uh-oh.
He's even gotten involved in a highly theoretical underground reading group, which, again, for a police officer, is unusual.
This isn't sounding great.
You should yell something.
No, I shouldn't. Rhetoric, you are not helping this conversation. Maybe because you're a hardened communist, which I understand. That's a terrible idea.
Yes, let's let the big boys talk.
It's not that, but... Look, I mean, that doesn't sound good. I'm hoping that Kim's gonna bring it around.
And then there's the motor carriage in the sea, something I was not present for. But despite all this,
Yeah.
he's a great detective.
Yeah!
One of the best I've seen, in fact.
Yeah, that's right!
He can talk human beings into telling him everything. And he doesn't stop. In all the time I've spent with him, he has not once stopped pursuing leads, however far-fetched and tangential. He is tireless, madly driven.
That's code for he investigates everything we come across. But that's true. Look, I might be crazy, but my crazed mind leads me to really investigate the case I'm on.
Well, except that one time when he stopped to sing karaoke, which, by the way, was a valiant effort.
Yeah.
He really sang his heart out.
I think it was.
Yeah, it was what it was.
I'm glad everyone was there.
Other than that one time, he has tirelessly worked on the case, and he solved it. We have a confession, a murder weapon, and the perpetrator, locked on the island right now, awaiting transportation.
It's pretty good, huh?
He apprehended a straggler who stayed hidden for 50 years, ever since the
Yep.
revolution, who's probably committed other murders over those years.
Yep.
Oh, and he also discovered a new species.
Yeah, that's right. I've been resisting from talking about this so far, but by the way, we discovered an actual cryptid. We want to talk about that? I feel my achievements are enough to let me off the hook. Though I'm sure I've done some bad things over the years, I won't deny it, but come on.
A new species.
A colossal stick insect. It was on the island, camouflaged as the reeds. It unfolded from the reeds. I think we may be dealing with the Insulindian phasmid.
He takes out the photo and shows it to the officers across the yard. Rain comes down. He covers the glossy photo of the phasmid with his hand. You hear gasps beneath the howling of the wind.
This is good.
As you can see, it's about 3 meters tall. In fact, we think it may be the largest land invertebrate ever discovered.
I should not say anything, and I'm not going to, but also... So as you can see, I'm a pretty okay detective and an absolutely giant communist. Bad idea. I'm trying to... Look, I mean, I'm committed to my cause and committed to saying stupid things, but also, I think my job might be at stake, so I should relax a little bit.
Fucking hell is that? Is this somehow connected to the case?
You bet it is.
Detective?
Boom, boom, boom. Yes, I believe the pheromone it emits may be responsible for the killer's mental degradation.
The old man was not aware of the phasmid's presence. Exhibiting a strange, atypical dementia, he fell into a stupor after its appearance. He became near catatonic.
So it is connected.
Oh, it's all connected. Y'all, I don't know if you saw how much I was investigating the phasmid, and you all thought it was a waste of time. Well, guess what? It's connected. But yeah, nothing to say, huh?
I must say, this is absolutely extraordinary. I don't even have words for it.
Yes, it really does make it hard to fire the drunk.
Mm-hmm.
This is a very, very sad man who has just seen something that's made him forget his sadness.
Come on, John, let's turn a new leaf, alright? I'll be less of a shit kid now.
Now you make your case. Now is the time. Now or never.
Okay. I shouldn't say that. I started a nightclub? No. Guys, this is serious, okay? I'm trying to not get fired. Oh, interesting. Let's say okay, there's some things I'm not gonna say, like the nightclub. Then there's some things I'm not quite sure about. But let's start with the good one. The killer, Lilianovich Druss. We have a strong motive for him.
Lilianovich. A revolutionary matronym.
A revolutionary matronym.
The custom started in Grad, where they have patronyms. Krasovich, Lasovich, etc. The revolutionaries saw this as a chauvinist atavism, so they used matronyms, derived from the mother's name instead. This man's mother was Lilian. His Lilian's son, Lilianovich. The custom was overturned after the revolution failed, but not before it made it to Revachol.
I mean, very Russian.
So, it is what a soldier of the ICM would be called.
Thank you, Trant. Thank you for that piece of cultural theory. You said you have a motive?
Of course, excuse me, I just thought it was noteworthy.
He wasn't quite sure about the straggler before he heard this detail. It must have convinced him.
Honestly, I think it was the jealousy. I mean, I know there's the complex political undertones, but I think he killed the merc in an act of jealousy.
Jealousy? I thought this Lilianovich was an old man. To have been hiding for 50 years, like 70-something.
A strange psychosexual fixation, aggravated possibly by proximity to the phasmid and its chemicals. He himself gave a political reason, said he had killed an enemy combatant. Also, we have ballistics from the gun, matching the bullet found in the dead mercenary's head, and 2 officers on the scene that Mr. Dross confessed to.
That's good evidence.
It's a clean win.
Oh, it's way more than that. Way, way more.
Nope. More than that. A perfect folding mechanism, like the phasmid.
Perfect folding mechanism. Get over yourself, Harry. I can still smell the booze on the wind.
No, you can't.
God damn it. Doesn't it ever leave?
Damn it.
It is there, like in your bones or something. It will pass in time.
Ish. Alright, this is a good one. I don't know if I fixed the strike. That's good. That's not good. That might be good. Oh, man. The previous head of the Debardeurs Union was assassinated by our killer.
This is a conversation for when we are no longer out in the open. In Martinez, where Evrard and Edgar Clare have ears everywhere.
Fair.
And eyes, too. Your return from the island must not have gone unnoticed.
Right.
Understood, of course.
But a case against Everard would be big.
I would prefer not to partake in anything union-related, for political neutrality.
Well, you know what, Trant? I don't let political neutrality keep me away from solving the case.
This has to be good stuff for him to backpedal out of it at first mention.
Oh, it is good stuff. There was also a dead man on the boardwalk, a missing person I found.
Yes. Fallen through a gap in a boardwalk. Drunk.
How'd you know I found him?
The body was transported to Precinct 41, our morgue. I had Tilbrook and Mullins take care of funeral arrangements and family stuff.
You're not the only cop in the world, Harry. This all comes back to us.
Fair enough, but I did my job in that case.
Still, good work with the missing person, detective.
It's still a point for you. No denying it.
Yeah. Did I fix the strikes? I don't think I did. The phasmid's female. The reeds are its nest.
Female? What makes you think so?
You had to see it. It had the subdued colors of a female. And the nesting behavior too, I think.
Incredible. Were there eggs in the nest?
Not as far as I could see. There were other things there, though.
It had gathered items in its nest, a helmet, a scope, a passport.
Actually, you know, this would indicate it was a male. This is far from anything in my field, but I think such nests are called bowers. They are for attracting mates.
I still think it was a female.
Of course, as I said, I'm only guessing. I didn't see it. It must be robust if it can move a whole helmet with its limbs.
I think it reproduces by parthenogenesis.
As in cloning itself? What makes you think so?
Observation?
Well, then it wouldn't matter if it's a male or female. The bower would just be rudimentary behavior from before the parthenogenetic mutation.
I'm not gonna tell them I talked to it.
That makes sense. Yes.
I'm trying to convince them I am sane in the head.
Very interesting. Such organisms are extremely vulnerable to disease. A single strain of bacteria could wipe out the whole species. We're probably looking at conservation efforts here.
In his mind, he's already planning a nature reserve and knows a good guy for that.
Sure. It had mandibles that looked like hair, and it was completely white on the inside.
Yes, but also reed-colored, beige and brown, a little green on the outside. After unfolding from a single stalk, it still retained parts that looked like reed tufts on its limbs.
Incredible. The PR value of this is exceptional. Carp discovers new species. Maybe even discovers the Insulindian phasmid. No, that's too much.
The PR value.
This would really help with some of the problems we've been having.
Okay.
Absolutely, this is great. This does not say vigilante murderers to me at all. This says science, news, human interest. You know, it's a really good thing you have that photo.
That's why I'm glad we got it. Great, so we can rebrand our precinct.
Without it,
Well, sure.
You're doing good here. Perhaps only for a moment, but still. Quit while you're ahead? Or no?
Well, that's the question. Maybe we'll do this. I confiscated drugs from Kuno's dad.
who's Kuno?
You don't want to know.
You're right, Lieutenant. I don't. You snorted the drugs, I know you did.
No.
It's alright. I'm in. At this point, anything is but the drink.
Ooh, I'm not gonna say that because I don't think they're gonna be super thrilled with how we did it. And that, I don't know about that either. I think just don't want to jeopardize my case here. I think quitting while you're ahead is sometimes a good idea. Alright, so what do you say? Want to take this hot shit back?
I don't want to, but you discovered a new species and solved the murder.
That's right.
So I have to. Jude,
That's right you do.
Anything that ends the trial is okay with me.
Okay.
You haven't been drinking, she thinks. So maybe this time.
Look, you know, we're in recovery essentially, and you know, oftentimes it will fail and you'll go back and you'll have to re-recover, right? It's not a linear process. It's always a journey, but I'm hoping, you know, this is the road to recovery for Harry.
Agreed. The public relations potential of this is too valuable to let go.
okay. We have vehicles in the square, and the perpetrator needs to be taken into custody. Let's go.
Hey, look at that. Look at that. Case solved, baby.
Now you will finally get to know who you are.
Ooh. Wait, I have a few questions before we go about who I am.
The man looks westward, impatiently, jingling his car keys in his pocket.
Does that mean we have limited time here? Oh, man. Oh, that. Actually, that's pretty important. The phasmid. I need to tell Lena about this ASAP.
Who is Lena?
She lives at 1113 Tabernacle Road in Jamrock. Remember?
I do remember. A cryptozoologist. She lives in Jamrock on Tabernacle Road. She told me about this phasmid.
Tabernacle? It's on the way over. Near where you live on Perdition.
Fine, if we're gonna drop you off anyway.
She and her husband were conducting the search for the phasmid. It's their discovery, in part. They should know as soon as possible. It would do you good to deliver some positive news for a change.
Yeah, that's true.
and she is going to be over the moon.
Absolutely. All right, I'm glad. I'm glad we had that. Let's ask the broad question. Who am I?
Who are you? You're a gym teacher, Harry.
What?
Well, obviously you're not a gym teacher anymore,
What?
but
I used to be a gym teacher?
Before you were a cop, you were a gym teacher in Coron. It's getting really cold outside. Should we maybe...
A guerrilla soldier slash gym teacher?
no, a regular one.
I guess that explains a lot.
Harry, it explains everything.
What?
The running around, the jumping,
Ah.
the bicep girth, your inexplicable facial hair,
The collection of false sportswear I've amassed.
the fact that you don't seem to know what homosexuality is, and your moves on the church floor, which honestly were just jump aerobics.
Wow, it's all come together. I'm a gym teacher.
Also, this guy. Just everything about this guy. And this guy, too.
Ha!
God, even this javelin throwing freak here.
Right. Oh, that's funny. When was this? When was I a gym teacher?
In your 20s or late 20s. You've really let yourself go since then.
Well, you know what? I have. I'm not in great shape, but I can still run and jump. I guess that does make sense. I'm oddly athletic for a man of my age and shape. You said in Quran, I was a gym teacher there?
Yes, you taught gym in school. I believe that's the term. Taught gym at a high school. You were a high school gym teacher.
Wow, and then I became a cop.
The smell of sweat and glue. The worn floorboards.
High school. Harry, your goings on with Kuno, Andre, Acel, the whole thing on the ice. That's why you are so juvie.
You think so, Cam?
His smirk suggests barely contained laughter.
That's funny. So why did I join the RCM?
The regular. You found some chick. She inspired you to fight the big fight. Be more than you are. All that.
Let's not talk about that.
You, every morning, walking from Voyager Road to teach gym. She, leaving for the academy with her spring coat on. The air filled with the smell of smoke and raspberries, and incredible hope. An ocean full of hope.
Okay, I see now.
I knew it. I knew no normal human being can run like that. He's an honest-to-God gym teacher.
Honest to God. Why am I like this?
It's not a mystery. Some chick fucked you over.
Yeah.
Also, you were drunk.
We figured both of those things out.
You really went with it too. Really maximized the damage.
Was her name Dora?
Yeah. Dora England, I think.
Not Dora Dubois.
Oh, wow. So we weren't even married?
No one is married anymore. This is Revachol.
Fair enough. I guess it was a long-term relationship, whether we were married or not. When was this?
God, I don't know. 6 years ago? She
Jesus.
was way before my time.
6 years ago?
6 years and
Oh,
you haven't
God.
gotten over it. What the hell is wrong with you?
That's a long time. 6 years?
Yeah. Or 7. You're not doing too good there. It's an old man thing. 2 old years equals 1 normal year. That and Dora Engelund really tore you a new one. A big one.
Clearly, it's been 6 years and we haven't recovered. Who was she?
Incredibly bangable.
Huh?
She was extremely fuckable, Harry.
Okay, Jean.
Gorgeous. A gorgeous bourgeois woman. Wayfish. Like a Welkin, basically.
Oh, is this why I like Welkin so much, Kim?
Snow Welkin. Blonde Welkin. Heartbreak Welkin.
That's right.
Pain Welkin.
That too.
I've only seen a picture, but it's obvious you formed a real spiritual connection with how pretty she was. One you never recuperated from.
Look, the sun is going down. It's time to go home.
I think she taught in the Académie des Arts, east of the river. Way east. Hard to say which came first, the middle-class chick or the drink. Egg and the chicken kind of thing.
Right.
My point is, you need to see a psychiatrist about this shit. Not a psychologist. Several degrees harder. Is there something harder than a psychiatrist? A forensic psychiatrist? Go talk to that.
I agree. You're right.
In other words, he's heard enough about this.
Am I a dirty cop working for La Puta Madre?
No.
Okay.
Talks concluded.
Give me a second. Precinct 41. What kind of station is it?
Us? We're the bloody murder station, haven't you heard? We're the bad guys. No one likes us.
Great.
That's not true.
Yeah.
Jamrock is too big for one precinct. You are just understaffed. And everyone respects the 41st. You have Captain Price.
Okay, so maybe a reputation isn't so bad.
Thank you, Lieutenant. You're being kind. It is an understaffed station and the district is too big, which is why we need to...
Get back to it. We left Torson and McLean to run the Sea Wing. It's not good.
Torson and McLean?
Mac the Torso Torson and Chester
Yeah.
McLean. They're not fit to run a wing. Believe me. Things are shaky as it is.
Oh yeah, I saw them on the call, or we heard them.
They are damn iconic though, Torson and McLean.
An iconic duo, I take it.
Yeah, not like us. Two clinically depressed old men. Where's the contrast here? We are garbage.
Jean, we're gonna get this duo going again. I'm gonna revitalize this station with my unique detective tactics. And the Sea Wing is...
God. There are 4 wings, Harry. A, B, C, and D. We're in C. It's made of losers and clock punchers. You and I reconceptualized it as a task force. It was a mistake.
That sounds exactly like something I would do.
There's also a lot of outside help involved, not only me. Other losers too.
He's anything but a loser, although he would like to be seen as one. It's cooler that way.
And Price is...
Ptolemy Price? He's the son of the old Price, one of the founders of the RCM.
Oh wow, got some history here.
He's one of the most highly regarded men in the force. You're lucky.
Somewhere under the curved roof of a former silk factory, shaped like a ladybird with 2 chimneys, Police Captain Ptolemy Price sits behind a heavy wooden desk. Resident medic Nix Gottlieb pours him coffee. It's silent in the captain's office. They speak of change, the city, the tension on the streets. They speak of the events of April and the blood on the streets in May.
Whoa, okay. Interesting stuff. Did we recently shoot up a church by any chance?
So he remembers that. Yes, there may have been a raid on some churches. It wasn't good press.
I'm not surprised.
Shooting up churches never is. I was out of town, to be clear.
You're so flaky, Trent. What happened? Why did we need to go there?
Our enemies were hiding in a church, to the best of our information. That's it. I'm not talking about this anymore. Your security clearance is shit tier right now. You have to wait for it to go up.
He means it. The RCM and its enemies will not be discussed on this coast.
Yeah, this is a dangerous place. We've been in hostile territory this whole time.
Your clearance will not go up while you're within earshot of the Union headquarters.
Yeah, I understand. So I work in the bloody murder station.
Okay, it's not the bloody murder station. It's an old converted silk mill with green desk lamps and a coffee corner. A lot of good people work there, hard, every day.
Jamrock is the largest ghetto in Rivershore. Faubourg, technically, but it's divided into 11 districts. Jamrock only has us.
Wow.
The press will blow over. Jamrock is lucky to have you, and it's often considered to be the greatest of the districts. You're lucky to have it.
Okay. High risk, high reward.
Thank you again, Lieutenant.
So, Kim, what will you do now?
Well, first I will go back to my station and write the most detailed report anyone has ever seen. It will have to be good to cover all these. Then I will have a serious talk with my captain.
About what?
Detective, we just stopped a small-scale war. Something is happening to Revachol.
That is true.
I don't know what yet, but it's going to be a hard spring for the RCM. We need to get ready, infiltrate, investigate.
Le retour.
The Retour. Ooh! Hey, Kim, you like to do that at Station 41?
Talk to Captain Price? I'd rather not ruffle the feathers of 2 captains with my doom-mongering.
No, I meant investigate. Come work in Precinct 41.
Work with Price? I'm flattered, but I don't know if I...
Yes, come on, Kim.
Would fit in. And crazy enough. Can take the stress. He doesn't know how to finish the sentence.
Look, Kim, I know in some ways we're different, but The duo here, you would fit in perfectly, alright? We need someone like you.
This truly came as a surprise to him. Not a bad one, but he's at a loss.
I don't know if I have the authority to do this, but, you're coming to Precinct 41.
Flattered? You're Lieutenant Kitsuragi. We would be flattered if you even considered.
That's exactly right, you're one of the best.
I would have to tie things up in GRIH first. But, I mean, whatever is coming, Jamrock will be more central to it than the Harbor.
Yes.
And we also have a huge caseload, Lieutenant. Piles that we need to get back to.
Yes!
Mountains, even.
Kim!
I do like the sound of that.
Hey, recruit Detective Kim Kitsuragi.
He's really considering it.
I think he's gonna do it. Okay, well, I'm ready.
Good.
Fuck it, let's go. Tron brought his motor carriage. It's a 20-minute drive to Jamrock.
Under the evening sky, the great district turns on its lights. A chessboard of wooden houses, 80,000 living souls inside. Fire traps as far as the eye can see, from Main Street to Precinct 41, atop the motorway, to Boogie Street, disappearing into the rain on the horizon.
Ah, Boogie Street. I wanna go.
You close your eyes and hear the dogs bark. A lone woman sits by a factory window, dreaming of meteorite strikes. On Rue de Saint-Jérôme, a square bullet slides into a square-shaped chamber. In Old South, a man without eyelids smiles. Spring has come. It's time. Dawson? Yes. McLean? Yes. Heidelstein? No. Vicmere? Yes. Dubois? Of course.
What is this? The list of the detectives. Heidelstein, no. Dubois, of course. What is this? It's time, huh?
Really? Nick Gottlieb looks up from the list.
Oh, it's this.
I hear he's unstable. You say that like it's a bad thing. Captain Potomny Price gestures with a ballpoint pen. It's dim in his office, and the curtains are drawn. Harry's our man.
Yes!
He'll pull through.
Yes!
When he does, he'll side with the people.
What?
Understood. Gottlieb returns to the list.
Yo.
Minnow? Of course.
Oh my god. Oh my god. The return is coming. It's happening. Not only is it happening, but Price, the well-respected Price, is involved. And he knows this feels really good. He's got our back. He knows when it happens, we will side with the people. And we will. It's coming, and not only is it coming, we're going to be integrally involved. Not, I mean, I'm interpreting a lot from this, but not as agents of the coalition, but I believe as agents of the people. Oh man, this is good stuff.
Wonderful. Then can we please just go back to Jamrock now?
Oh, the different color. End. As in end of the game? Kim. A man. Cousin John. Oh, that's nice. Back together. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Wow. That was great. That was incredible. Man, that's it, huh? I gotta say, this was one of the greatest gaming experiences I think I've had in my life. I mean, this has got to be one of the best games I've ever played. Though, in many ways, more like a novel than a game, but that's part of the reason I liked it. Wow. I don't even know what to say at this point. Well, I said a lot throughout the series, you know? I've never shy to share my opinion, and my opinion was given in every moment. So yeah, I mean, that was truly incredible. I really loved everything about it. The characters, the themes, the political drama. That ending was so good. I believe we saved our job and hopefully saved some of our friendships there. Thank you, everybody, for following along. You know, I really appreciate everyone who watched, liked, commented. I always loved reading the comments throughout this series. It's really great talking with you guys about everything that happened. Yeah, it's a really fantastic time. And it looks like that's it. If you have any recommendations, by the way, on what game you'd like me to play next, now's the time to leave them, right? Leave them in the comments down below. I've got a lot of things to consider for going forward. I will say, I mean, this is our playthrough over. We may not be entirely done. I would like to make a supercut at some point of all these different episodes, but don't hold your breath. It'll take a while. There were many episodes, and I've got other things to do, but I want to do that at some point. And I'll definitely be playing more of Disco Elysium in my own personal time. I want to try different decisions, different skills, all of that. But that will be the end of this playthrough. So yeah, thank you guys. I'm gonna let this run to the end, see if there's anything more to see at the end of the credits here. By the way, along with all of the actors, the writers, I mean, everything, the music was so incredible in this game. I mean, that was really a high point of the entire experience. I mean, I think a lot of us really enjoy music, and when it plays really well in a movie or a game or a piece of media, it can really elevate the experience. That's my take. And this game is a great example of that, where the music truly elevated the experience, elevated the emotions of each scene. Yeah, the music was truly, truly incredible in this game. I am also considering making maybe sort of a video essay type video on this game, just because I found the themes so fascinating, you know, and there's a lot of different themes, right? Themes of fraternity versus loneliness, a lot of things pretty fundamental to the human experience, the idea of history and being connected to your history, your past, versus being detached from it. Do you need to detach to move on, right? All these types of things really grabbed my attention while I was playing. So I'm not necessarily promising anything, but I mean, this game really made me think, and I would like to talk about it some more. And so maybe I'll write something up and do a video about that. I'm sure, I mean, I haven't watched any videos on Disco Elysium, because I don't want any spoilers, but I'm sure there's plenty of video essays about the game already. Maybe I'll add my opinion to the pile if I end up doing that. Mankind be vigilant, we loved you. I like the past tense loved there. I believe that is the end. There you go. Back to the title screen. Just wanted to see if there was anything there at the end. Well, there we go. The end of the series, the end of the game. Once again, thank you so much to everybody who tuned in. Like I said, I really did appreciate everyone following along, all the comments in particular. You know, I mean, I love this game, and I love to talk about it, and if not for sharing it with you guys, I'm not sure I'd have many people to talk about it with, right? So I really appreciated everyone commenting and talking with me, and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, once again, thank you, everybody. If you any games you'd like me to play, I mean, if you've watched me play this, you sort of know what I like. So any other games you think I'd enjoy, should play through. Maybe something a little shorter after this, but, you know, I like long games, so don't let that discourage you. Recommend anything. Yeah, thank you, everybody. I hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Disco Elysium, tremendous game, one of the best I've ever played. I hope to see you all again next time. Goodbye.